Welcome to Study Live. We are seeing the chapter The Living World, and in this session we are covering the topic on zoological and biodiversity park. So, before beginning the topic, let us see what this zoological and biodiversity park is included in. So, when we are studying the diversity in living organisms, we had taxonomical aids. In that, the first one we studied was herbarium. The second one was museum. So, this is going to be our third and fourth taxonomical aid for study of diversity in living organisms. So this is the method to study the diversity. So let us move with the first topic, which is zoological park. So first one is zoological park. This zoological park is commonly called as zoo. It is commonly called as zoo. Now children find a great interest for visiting such places. Why? Because we can see animals of different types, of different varieties, which are kept, and those animals are kept in captivity. Captivity means enclosed space, which is nothing but in a cage or in protected areas. So this method is called as, it's a method of ex situ conservation, which is conservation of these animals outside their natural environment. The meaning of ex situ conservation is conservation of animals outside their natural environment. So it is done in enclosed space. Now what happens is, here animals of different types, tiger, lion, leopard, deer, elephant, zebra, these animals are kept in captivity either in cages or enclosed space. And why it is done is with human care. Human care is taken for these animals, and they are provided with conditions. They are provided with conditions which are similar to their natural habitat. Now those conditions which are provided, they are similar to their natural habitat. Natural habitat means what they would find in a jungle. So those conditions are provided for these animals. So these conditions are quite similar to the ones which are found in their natural habitat, which is their natural environment. So what is done? So here we can see naturalist or biologist. They have got keen interest in this zoo because this is used. So biologists, they use these zoo to study. These biologists, they use this zoo to study use zoo to study the behavior of animals and their food habits. Another very important advantage of this zoological park is certain animals which need to be preserved, whose numbers have been endangered. They can be provided with good care, with good veterinary supervision, with good nutritious food, so their health can be improved and their numbers can be increased by breeding them. So this adds an additional advantage when animals are kept in captivity in zoo. So this is the most advantageous method for conservation of certain endangered animals. So this was about zoological park. Let us move to the second topic, which is biodiversity park. So this biodiversity park is the last method, it is the last taxonomical aid for studying the diversity in living organisms. So what is this biodiversity park? As the name suggests, it is going to have bio, it is going to have diversity. So biodiversity park is nothing but it is ecological assemblage. It is defined as it is an ecological assemblage of species. Now here it is an ecological assemblage of species on barren or unexploited area. So I will give you a good example. Suppose we have a barren area which is having nothing or just a flat ground. So what will be done there will be, first a small pond can be introduced which is having abundant amount of water. Then trees can be planted there with proper care that those plants are getting proper water, and then animals can be introduced along with the food that they require. Soon we can see a barren or an unexploited area is converted into a good biodiversity park, wherein we will have different type of animals, different type of plants which are going to help us to increase our biodiversity. So this is a very important aspect which should be done to preserve our biodiversity. So a barren wherein there is no plants and all, their plants are introduced, animals are done. So we are doing ecological assemblage of these species. Those species include plants as well as animals. The example for this is we have late Uttam Rao Patil Biodiversity Park. We have late Uttam Rao Patil Biodiversity Park at Gureghar, Mahabaleshwar. Gureghar, Mahabaleshwar is a good example of such biodiversity park, wherein we have different species of plants and animals, and care is taken that conditions are maintained so that they are fully self-sufficient for their food and water habits. So with this we can see we can maintain our biodiversity. So these were the 4 taxonomical methods which are used to study biological diversity. Not only study biodiversity, with these 4 different methods, we can also protect and preserve our very important biodiversity which is required for our planet Earth. With this, we complete our topic on zoological and biodiversity park, which was the last method of the taxonomical aids. So for more videos, please stay tuned with Study Live. Thank you.